Hi, my name's Trent. I work in software sales, the Chief Revenue Officer of the $1 billion ARR software business I work for. Spoke to our sales force to share 4 sales strategies to win more deals today. Strategy number 1, have a clear and simple value prop. Strategy number 2, always be validating my opportunities. Strategy number 3, optimize speed over price. Strategy number 4, clock management. I'm going to talk about what each one of these mean in depth in the practical application I'm using as a senior account executive. Yes, I'm sitting outside. Yes, it's windy. Planes may be flying over me and somebody's playing the trumpet over there. Strategy number 1, clear and simple value prop. Imagine if you were on the side of the street and you ask someone for directions and they say, yeah, make a left at the sign, then make a right, and then you're going to want to turn around and go forward. You're thinking, okay, I have no idea what you said and I still don't know how to get to my destination. As you think about building value throughout the sales cycle, consider asking these 4 questions. What are you doing today? What about it isn't working? What do you want this to work like? Why does this matter? Those 4 simple questions will tell you the before scenario, the negative consequences, the after scenario, and the positive business outcomes as a result of changing. You then say, okay, well, our solution is going to help you to do exactly that. You reaffirm that at the start of every meeting, and then you share that with the executive stakeholder that is that person's boss so that you can build more value, you can build executive alignment, you can get more visibility on your deal, and it's very clear why they need to buy your solution today and why they only can purchase from you. Strategy number 2, always be qualifying my opportunities. I refer to this practice as pipeline health. It's something I spend time on daily. I'm looking at all of my open opportunities. What is the current sales stage that deal is in? Is it discovery, solution presentation, business consideration, contract review? That may be unique to your specific business. You can then look at what is your total open pipeline and then your qualified pipeline, which is basically taking the sales stage each of those deals are in, multiplied by a percentage relative to the total cost of that deal. So that's how you can start to figure out, okay, do I have 1x coverage of my quota? If my quota is $100,000, do I have $100,000 in pipeline? Do I have 2x coverage, $200,000 in pipeline? When you are looking at all of your open opportunities, you also want to be mindful of, do you have a scheduled next event? This is binary. Yes, no. Either you have an accepted meeting on the calendar with the prospect you're working with, or you don't. If you don't, this is a problem. And number 2 is L30. Has there been an activity in the last 30 days with that prospect or customer's account page in Salesforce? These are 2 percentages that we are tracking internally. And if you have a low percentage across all of your opportunities, that means you have poor pipeline health. It's just like the health of your body. When you put in bad food, you know that you're going to feel terrible the next day. You're going to be lethargic. You're going to have less energy. When you are working your deals and you don't have a scheduled next event, you know that your win probability is going down dramatically. So look at all of your open opportunities so that you can start to predict how are you going to forecast and perform this quarter and next quarter, but also how can you start to advance these deals forward? And the easiest way to improve is by making sure you have a scheduled next event and you're constantly putting activity to that customer to improve your L30 percentage. Strategy number 3, optimize speed over price. Think about why these websites have that buy now, pay later feature. They want to reduce the friction barrier for you actually taking action and making the purchase. It's the same thing in software sales. We are selling B2B for the most part, high ticket sales, and you don't just have deals overnight. You don't just get someone on the phone and it's not transactional like you're selling a vacation package. These sales cycles can take weeks, months, and even years in some cases. So as you think about how do you condense the sales cycle from that initial meeting to the customer actually signing in the DocuSign and you earning their partnership, one strategy is to optimize speed over price. So as we think about building value, you want to understand, what are we trying to solve in your business and why does that actually matter? And you can start to do multi-threading, you can start to build business cases, and you can start to justify a true solution. This takes a lot of time. In many cases, if you identify, hey, they have a need for your service, let's get that taken care of. Let's get you a good price and let's get this done today. A few strategies to use this is the concept of scarcity and urgency. People get this confused. Scarcity is when it says limited sale only. You go on southwest.com and it says there's only 2 seats left on the plane. You have to buy a seat now or you're going to lose out. Urgency is, hey, this price is only valid through the next 3 days. And when I was signing in my apartment, which I'm gonna show you guys at the end of this video, the pool I'm sitting at right here, when they sent me the quote, they said this quote is valid, and it was 48 hours later at like 3 p.m. So I was thinking, wow, I don't wanna lose out on this quote. What if it increases in cost as a result of me not making a decision by that point? So when you are giving your proposal to the customer, always put this quote is valid until XYZ date. And make sure to tell them this transparently. Hey, when we build quotes, they're valid for 2 weeks. After that, I can't guarantee this price. It could go up. We are a public company. We're always changing our prices. That is one strategy, to use speed over trying to charge more to get the deal done today. Strategy number 4 to win more deals today is to subscribe now if you haven't already. The real strategy number 4 is clock management. I'm not talking about the shot clock in a sporting event. I'm talking about linearity with your sales cycles, being able to predict and forecast. I'm going to close $35,000 in revenue in October, and these are the 2 to 3 deals that are going to get me there. I'm going to close $58,000 in November, and these are the deals that are going to get me there. When you are selling high-ticket B2B software solutions, these sales cycles are long. It's challenging to forecast, but holding yourself disciplined and trying to drive urgency with your customers by using the speed over price tactic, you can start to really understand, okay, my quarter, 90 days total, I have even less business days than that. How can I start to predictably close revenue so that I'm less stressed out, so that I can hit my quota earlier, so that I can be more successful? When you're on a mountain, let's say you're hiking Everest, there are certain checkpoints you need to reach. I was hiking in the Himalayas. We left a village each morning and we had to hike whatever thousands of feet that day to get to the next village. If we did not make it to that village by a certain time and the sun goes down and let's say weather hits, we are screwed and we might be at risk of death. It's the same thing with your pipeline health. If you do not have linearity, if you're not managing the clock, you are going to run out of time. Your pipeline health is going to be bad, and the symbolic death in sales is not hitting your quota. So if you want to hit your quota today, be more successful, get more commissions, make more money, and live a happier life, deploy those 4 strategies, have a clear and simple value prop, always be validating your opportunities, optimize speed over price, and then finally have clock management. Before we end this video, I want to deliver even more value to you guys here today while we're walking. I want to show you this. This is my apartment right here, over 1,000 residents, downtown Dallas. These are 4 strategies to set goals like Salesforce, and I recognize that the lighting's terrible. Ask yourself these 5 questions. What do you want? I'm gonna walk this way, lighting's better. What do you want? What's important about it? How are you going to get it? What's preventing you from having it? How will you know when you have it? If you got value in today's video, hit the subscribe button now. Leave a comment, review down below, and I'll talk to you in the next video.